Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thanks very much for joining us. It is back to school time for colleges and universities, as well as for elementary schools. And at the college level and the university level, it's been a bumpy ride, to say the least. Let's talk about what's going on here in Massachusetts with the president of the University of Massachusetts System, Marty Meehan. Mr. President, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, John. Great to be with you.
So, as I say, this is prime back to campus time for college students all over the country. But at the University of North Carolina and other colleges that started a little earlier than we do around here, we're seeing students sent home already as outbreaks of the coronavirus flare up. What went through your mind when you heard about UNC and these other reversals?
Well, I was happy, actually, that all our campuses eventually decided to pretty much go online or remote. We were working hard, although Boston, right from the beginning, said that they don't really have the housing that other campuses or other universities have. They decided early on, John, that they wouldn't go back, and it was the right decision for Boston. But as it turns out, Amherst and Lowell and Dartmouth ended up going the same route, so that we'll have about 15% of the students who will be actually on campus. It made me feel that good about the decision we made, because it's even more expensive to make a decision to go back and then have to pull back after only a week or two.
Yeah, you said recently that, quote, the risk of a mid-semester closing is real.
It is, and frankly, it's going to be really difficult. The other thing about this, now everyone's back at the medical school, but it's a different environment. You're talking about medical students who are going to be primary care physicians or students who are getting a PhD in nursing. They're more likely to follow all of the CDC guidelines, the guidelines from the university. So they're back, and they also have more space. But by and large, it's very difficult to get 19, 20, 21-year-old to follow all of the protocols, obviously, and that makes it challenging.
Well, look, I know you university administrators are reluctant to criticize one another, but I always expect and demand total candor from you, and I'm sure you're going to give it to me. When you see BU and Northeastern and Tufts bringing the vast majority of their students back on campus, what do you make of that? What do you get that they don't?
Well, look, they have money that they've invested in terms of testing, in terms of making sure that they follow protocols. The governor had a working group that I was part of to look at what the proper protocols are going to be. But it's one thing to have these protocols. It's another thing to implement them. Colleges and universities are in horrible financial condition right now. And there are many places that are at risk. I've been telling you, John, that I believe that there will be universities and colleges in New England, 20 to 25% that will either merge or close. And to be honest with you, this pandemic has resulted in an escalation of that. So I think we're going to see real challenges at colleges and universities over the next few years, which means there's a lot of pressure on colleges and universities. There are a lot of students and parents that want to get back. So when we polled, for example, at Amherst and talked to students, they were upset when we didn't go back. But the bottom line is we felt that that we couldn't go back and have students be safe. So we're going to have labs, we're going to have studios, we're going to have clinicals and things like that are requirements to graduation. But we just didn't feel it was safe enough to have everyone back.
Well, I have to take a break, but just briefly here, to the extent that not so much the UMass system, but that throughout higher ed, there's been a lot of investment in perks for on-campus living, the dining facilities, fancy dorms, gyms, and over a longer period of time, a dramatic expansion of higher ed bureaucracies. Is that gravy train now over?
Well, part of that, John, is determined by what the market will bear. For example, even our UMass campuses, we've improved housing, we've improved dining services, in part because that's how you get students to come. In other words, right. It's a very competitive business. Now, that having been said, disruption is coming to higher education, public, private, and it's going to continue to change the models under which the model of learning. There's going to be more online. We're looking to expand what we do online. It's changing dramatically.